I bet you've heard of everything that you're supposed to be doing in the morning. Like workout, read, meditate, journal. And while all these things are great, rarely does anyone take the time to point out the things you shouldn't be doing. And just as all of these positive things can have a positive effect on your day to come, the flip side to that can be true. And that's exactly what we'll be covering in today's video, as I'll be going over the 8 things you need to stop doing in your morning if you're doing them now. So stay tuned. Welcome back, guys. If you're new here, my name is Matthew, and this is my channel where I share everything I've learned around real estate, finance, and personal development, helping you make better decisions in real estate in your financial life, but as well, just become a more effective and efficient human being. So if that's of interest, make sure to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to not miss out on any one of my future videos. Also, if you could smash the like button, that'd greatly help me out. So let's hop on in to the first thing you need to stop doing when you wake up, and that is checking social media right away. Now, there's 2 reasons for this, and the first reason is by checking social media as the first action of your day, you're giving into your impulse. So all that effort you're trying to put towards you being more focused and more directed with your energy is giving up, because at the first part of your day, you're giving into that temptation and that dopamine hit of checking social media right away. By contrast, if instead you just had a solid breakfast and read a long form book or article, this could actually help increase your focus throughout the day. And the second fold to why you don't want to be checking social media is if you're anything like me, that quick 5 minutes on Instagram easily turns into 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes. The second thing you need to stop doing is eating an unhealthy breakfast, as I'm sure you've heard of the saying that breakfast is the most important meal of the day, and that happens to be true, as it's been proven that if you eat a breakfast that's high in protein and fats, not only will you have more energy throughout the day, but it will also reduce your anxiety. Even with the majority understanding this, people still opt for those sugary, carbohydrated breakfasts. And to be honest, I couldn't blame you myself, because if I didn't have anything planned for my breakfast, there's nothing better than that big bowl of cinnamon toast crunch cereal.
Taste you just can't resist. Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
So to defeat this craving of going for that quick and tasty bite of those sugary carbohydrated breakfasts, I started meal prepping my breakfast. And currently there's 2 different recipes that I live by. The first being is my energy balls, which is just like a peanut butter, oats, chocolate chip energy ball. And my second being these breakfast wraps that are sausage, egg, and cheese. So now I spend 1 day a week meal prepping my breakfast. Not only does this make my healthy option the quick and easy option that will set me up for success for the day, but meal prepping is super effective and efficient, as I only have to clean up 1 time and then it's all done and I can start my days faster as my breakfast is already prepared. Item number 3, and something I'm definitely guilty of doing, is hitting the snooze button, as not only is the snooze button interrupting what could have been good quality sleep, only for you to go back asleep for it yet to be interrupted once again, but it's also showing that your first action of the day is admitting defeat. So to minimize the amount of times I hit the snooze button, one thing I found help was visualizing my morning the night before. So right before I go to bed, I'll visualize myself waking up immediately when my alarm goes off and executing the plan I had for that day. By visualizing, I'm able to wake up sooner, as it's almost like I've already played this morning in my brain once, and therefore just doing it a second time isn't as hard. So the fourth thing you need to stop doing is complaining every morning. And there's too many people that wake up and immediately start complaining about how early it is, how tired they are, or how they don't want to start their day. So the problem with complaining is the words you choose to express yourself with have a tangible effect on your mindset and motivation. So rather than complain about your day, instead try to sit down and think of 3 things you're grateful for. Not only will this make you a happier and more positive human being, but you'll also start to see things that you are more grateful for in your day-to-day life once you put this into practice. The 5th thing you want to stop doing in your day is cleaning up your workspace or living area the morning of. Now, this isn't necessarily a bad thing to do. However, I have found it to be way more effective to do it the night before. And this is a concept I learned while reading one of my favorite books, Atomic Habits by James Clear, where he refers to resetting the environment back to neutral. By setting your environment back to neutral, not only will it make it easier for you to start your workday sooner and more effectively, but it also doesn't deplete any of your willpower by cleaning up the room. As if you look at very successful people like Mark Zuckerberg or Steve Jobs, they wear the same outfit every single day. And the reason why that is that they understand willpower is like a muscle and you can only use it so much. So rather than waste your willpower on all these trivial tasks, save it up for the most important tasks of your day. So on a similar note, the sixth thing you need to stop doing in the morning is planning your day. Now, this can be effective for some people. However, the majority of people I've chatted with find it way more efficient and effective to plan your day out the night before. As I have found, when I plan my day out the night before and I have a concrete action plan, not only is it easier for me to wake up in the morning because I have a clear objective for that day, but it also allows me to visualize my day like I had previously mentioned. So by having your day planned out, you can now focus on the most important task right away. And this is when your willpower is at its strongest and your mental edge is at its best. The seventh thing you need to stop doing in the morning is starting your day with negative news. And if you're someone that enjoys looking at Reddit or the local news in the morning, this is something you should be wary of, as the default tone for the majority of news is negative, as that is what attracts people and sells. So yeah, I do understand that you want to stay up to date and on top of the world and the local events, but I promise you, those events aren't going to change if you check the news instead in the afternoon. So if you want to still check the news in the morning, try to tailor your feeds towards more of the positive news, or even better yet, read a book in the morning and educate yourself through long form content. And then in the afternoon, check those social media and those news sites then. This brings us to our final item, which is waking up at an inconsistent time. Now, regardless if you're waking up at an inconsistent time every day of the week or waking up real early during the work week and then sleeping in real late during the weekends, this could have a negative effect on your circadian rhythm and overall your quality of sleep. So it's best to try to figure out a time that works 7 days a week and try to stick to it. Now, does this mean you can't sleep in on the weekends? Now, the optimal answer would be no, as your body doesn't understand the difference between the weekend days or the weekdays. However, I don't think it's going to hurt that much if you sleep in an hour or two if that's how you choose. As I know for myself, I do enjoy sleeping in that extra hour during the weekends. Now in future videos, I'll definitely be going over the things you want to implement in your morning routine to ensure your day's success. So make sure to subscribe to not miss out on that content. But the great thing about this list here is it doesn't take much action or motivation needed to implement these 8 things. Now, I'd love to hear what areas you think you can improve the most. For myself, that is hitting the snooze button and something I am going to work on. Now, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to smash the like button as it really helps me out with the YouTube algorithm. Other than that, guys, I hope you have a great and successful week and I'll talk to you soon.